Now we get the heavyweight match and another look at our third look at Meyers out of Clarion. Our first look at Nick Lodato from Edinboro. Again, this is for a true 7th place. Owens and Sprouse will wrestle for a true 5th.
Lodato with that big shoulder wrap on. Meyers trying to work in, trying to force the stalling call, trying to force Lodato off the mat. Lodato does a nice job of circling back on.
These two met yesterday, and Lodato got the pin. Happened in the middle of the second period, but when they met in January, it was Meyers that got the pin. So, about as even as it gets between these two.
I think you've just predicted an overtime 1-1 match.
Oh, probably, for sure. We've seen Meyers try to grind matches to a halt before.
Yeah. Just working in and out of collar ties, working the wrist. Again, Meyers just trying to force Lodato off. Lodato circling back to the center. Referee says the action took him off the mat. Nothing that even remotely resembles a shot so far or a leg attack in the first period.
No, these two have really just gotten to know each other, even though they should be overly familiar with one another in this first 2 minutes. And to your point, we haven't seen much of anything. Meyers, again, trying to wear on that shoulder of Lodato, and you can't blame him considering he's got that brace on.
We know Meyers likes that outside head shuck and a little throw by there. We didn't see a leg attack out of him until late in the last match when he was down.
Is that more a matter of preference, or is he sizing people up for that late move?
You know, probably a little bit of both.
Just 8 seconds here in what has been
a yawner. You can say it.
An uneventful first period. Let's just call it what it is.
You can say it. It's a yawner.
We'll go to the second. Man, that coin almost landed on its complete side. I don't know what you do there if that happened.
Lodato defers, then
they'll go neutral. Because if you don't have to find a way to score, why would you?
So Meyers knows something about going underneath Lodato. Lodato must have something that Meyers knows about, because we saw Meyers go down in the other matches and get his 1 point. But they wrestled a couple of times. He must know that Lodato's got some good work on top and doesn't want to be there.
I mean, when they wrestled yesterday, it was a second period fall, so you wonder if he went down to start and never got back up.
Meyers just kind of with that double collar tie, just trying to work Lodato's head a little bit to gas him.
Yeah, this is the final 7th place match that we will see, and then we'll have the parade of champions at
Meyers
250.
With that little outside head chuck, gets the takedown, up 3-0.
And now he gets the advantage. Will return.
There it is. He just comes outside the collar tie, turns his head and kind of shrugs into that and uses Lodato's forward momentum to get to the side. He's going to go optional start now. Doesn't even try to stay on top of him.
I think it's pretty obvious that Meyers wants to wrestle on his feet.
No question about it. Down to 50 seconds, 3-1 with Meyers with the lead right now.
Again, this is the lone match going on currently. We'll start seeing title bouts at the top of the hour, so you don't want to miss that here on ESPN+.
Getting back in those collar ties in the middle of the mat. Meyers kind of waits for you to get a little bit tired and you go into that collar tie and you're leaning a little bit more, and that's when he hits that outside head shuck.
He's lulling you to sleep.
Yeah, we've seen him do it in all 3 matches.
A methodical wrestler, to say the least, and it's worked out for him. And we go to the third, and Meyers leading 3-1. But it's going to be Lodato's choice to see what he wants to do here. And
just trying to figure it out right now.
They're going to go neutral.
Going to go neutral.
I mean, the escape isn't really going to do him much. It's going to make him a 3-2 game. He knows he needs a takedown, so why waste time trying to get out?
Yeah, but if you get the escape and can maybe work a couple stallings, although I don't think we have a stalling on either wrestler right now, that might be a bit of an ask here as you get down the stretch. But, you know, I like the philosophy, though. If I'm going to win it, I'm going to win it on my feet. I'm going to win it doing something I need to do. So Meyers will be content to stay square and stay in the center of the mat right now.
Yeah, Lodato's got to do something to try to open it up, and there's the first stalling call on Meyers.
He hits him early enough in the period where he could have hit him a second time here down the stretch. Lodato trying to clear the elbow. Meyers doing a nice job of getting the side. Lodato with a nice little leg sweep, steps over, got Meyers on his back, picking up some back points.
And now it's Lodato on top. 4-3, but we're going to see a challenge here. I'm not sure what for. Are we thinking that there was enough control for a fall? Or he wants 4 back points instead of 3. I mean,
I was saying, what did you stop it for?
That's
nice job. Lodato with the half shot, and Meyers tries to spin around behind him. Lodato gets a leg trapped in between. It was a nice job kind of hipping back into that overhook, taking Meyers right to his back. Meyers kind of want to stay in this position. He didn't want him to stop the match here. He's got the leg in. He's got Meyers' hip trapped to the mat. He would have rather worked some more time off the clock. I think that's what Lodato's telling him.
But
man, I had him down. Why don't you just let it go?
That's what he's literally shouting. He's like, why'd you stop it?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, they're fighting for that 4th back point because you saw the Edinboro coach point to his chest and then bring up 4. Yep. It was a 3-point back call. I mean, we're arguing over counts here.
Right.
And if the action was benefiting your wrestlers, sometimes the challenge brick, it can almost be a hindrance. So it's either 7-3 or 8-3 is really what we're looking at here. So take a look here. That's the challenge. And now Lodato is like, all right, what are we doing here?
What'd you throw that for? Again, I thought he felt he was in pretty good position. He had Meyers' hip trapped to the mat. I think he wanted the action to go, knowing that there's about a minute to go, that he knows he could have taken another 25, 30 seconds off the clock from that position because Meyers is going to have a hard time basing up. And I didn't see, was that a 3 or 4 he awarded?
And I think it's staying 3. It's staying 3, so it's going to remain 7-3. And
it gives
Lodato's going to let him go.
Gives Meyers a fresh start so he can get out. And again, that was Lodato was a little upset about. Now a takedown ties it up. Inside of a minute to go.
But Meyers doesn't seem like a wrestler that likes to wrestle from behind.
No, that's certainly not that. That's not his forte. Here, kind of taking a long shot there. Lodato doesn't have a stalling. He's going to get one pretty quickly here. Tries to hit the high crotch. Meyers does. Lodato kind of nice little sprawl. Comes up in the whizzer. Now trying to spin behind Lodato. Rotating around on the leg. Whips the whizzer. Gets the 2, 3. Sorry.
You're still old school.
Still adjusting to the 3-point takedown there. I apologize. Lodato up 10-4 right now. 10 seconds to go in the bout. Lodato happy to just keep that foot in right there.
Meyers can't really do a whole lot right now. 3, 2, and 1. Lodato's going to win this. 10-4 your final, I believe. And Lodato will take home 7th place honors here and wrap up the first round of placing matches here at the Mid-American Conference Championships.
Still getting after pretty good for a 7th and 8th place match there, knowing that there's some team